The S5 nickel titanium rotary system from Sendoline is the perfect root canal solution. Shape, clean and fill, quickly, easily and cost effectively. There are 5 files in the basic S5 system. The majority of canals can be shaped using just 3 files. For very fine or curved canals, files number 4 and 5 are available. For larger canals, a range of 04 taper files with larger diameters are also useful. Let's take a look at some of the design features of the S5 file. The shank of the instrument is shortened to just 13 mm for improved access. The red stripes allow easy identification of the file and its place in the S5 sequence. Each file incorporates a unique S profile. This double helical shape provides the perfect blend of cutting efficiency, flexibility and safety. The incorporation of a progressive increase in the pitch of the cutting surfaces throughout the length of the file enhances debris removal and significantly reduces the screw-in effect found with other fixed taper files. The second element of the S5 system is the S5 endo motor, the perfect match for the S5 rotary files. It uses 5 torque settings to go with the 5 files. Nice and simple. And because it's cordless, you have complete freedom of movement. Now let's take a look at the system at work. First, anaesthetize and isolate the tooth and access the canals in your usual manner. Flush the pulp chamber with sodium hypochlorite to remove gross debris. Check that a number 10 file can pass into the coronal third of the canal. Use the S5 file number 1 to open the canal orifice. Allow the file to pass into the canal under controlled apical pressure. When you meet light resistance to further pressure, withdraw the file with a brushing motion. Avoid taking the file too far at this stage, as this risks pushing infected debris further down into the canal. Once the coronal part of the canal is shaped and cleaned, use an electronic apex locator or a radiograph to establish your working length. A size 10 hand file can usually be taken to length here, and this measurement can be transferred onto the S5 rotary file. Next, use a number 15 hand file to create your guide path. The guide path is important to allow the rotary files to follow a safe path to the working length. There's a golden rule here. Never take a rotary file somewhere that a hand file hasn't already been. Remember to irrigate the canals with copious sodium hypochlorite between each file. Now that the working length is established and a guide path created, the number 1 file will pass a little further into the canal, completing the coronal flare. Flush the canal again and using a size 10 file, make sure the canal remains patent to its full length. Do this after every file. File number 2, size 3006, can now be used to prepare the midsection of the canal. In larger canals, this file will pass directly to the full working length. If it does, then you are finished. File 1, File 2, done. In medium-sized canals, use the number 2 file for 3 smooth brushes, and if you don't reach your working length, then move to file number 3. Remember to re-irrigate the canal and ensure that it remains patent with a number 10 hand file. The aim is to finish the canal preparation with file number 2 or 3. In the majority of canals, the number 3 file, size 3004, will pass to length. In narrower canals, you can stop at file 3. Irrigate the canal again and you're ready to fill. Remember the sequence: 1, 2, 3, done. You're now ready to fill the canal with the S5 GP cone that matches the size of the final file used. In very fine or curved canals, files number 4 and then 5 may be required, but remember to go back up the sequence to finish with file number 3. To summarise, work from the crown down. Keep the canal irrigated and free from debris at every opportunity. The sequence for most canals is 1, 2, 3, done. But in very narrow canals, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 5, and back to 3. The Sendoline S5 Rotary System is easy to use, safe and cost effective. Your perfect partner for perfect endodontics.